All right, what is going on, guys? Stage 13 getting ready to kick off, and decided, you know what, we're just going to jump on and do a really quick video. These are the battles to watch in stage number 13. As we know, it's only 105 kilometers that they're going to have to race. That is going to add to their total race time. So going to be close. Well, or so we think, because I definitely see some battles getting ready to get started. No, we're at the end. I don't know that we're going to get anything else. So rather than do the fancy graphics and all that stuff, pay close attention. We're going to read these off to you. But 105 kilometers for them to race today. Ricky Brabec currently holds the lead in the Rally GP category, 48 hours, 8 minutes, and 12 seconds. And then right behind him, 3 minutes and 20 seconds back, is Luciano Benavides. So Ricky Brabec starting 5 seconds behind on the clock on stage number 12, held it wide and was able to make up time, not just the 5 seconds he needed, but also enough to put an additional 3 minutes, about 3 minutes and 15 seconds on Luciano Benavides. Luciano Benavides still capturing some bonus time on the stage, but wasn't able to outpace Ricky coming from behind. So not a bad charge, but still, that's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So roughly speaking, if they're doing 6 miles, he's going to have to pick up about 30 seconds every 10 miles if he wants to try and catch Ricky Brabec. So that could be a close one. You've got plenty of time to make that happen. But from the stage preview, these guys are going to have a wide open stage. So they're expecting them to finish in an hour. So roughly a 60-mile-an-hour average, which is very, very fast in racing, especially in the open desert side of things. Tasha Sharena in the number 3 spot currently in the Rally GP category. He's got room to breathe, not going anywhere. He's got Skylar House behind him at 58 minutes and 21 seconds. So right now, and from 3 on back, the race is to survive and just push that last final stint to make it to the finish. But that is a very, very close race. Still up at the top. 3 minutes is not a lot. Previous Dakar rallies, it has been much smaller gaps in the seconds, less than a minute going into the final stage. So we knew that was going to be tricky for these guys. But looks like everything is pretty opened up in the Rally GP class. Not looking at any other battles at the moment. Let's take a look at the Rally 2 category, because that is another one that could be made up. So Tony Mullick, your current Rally 2 leader, going into the final stage of the Dakar Rally, 51 hours, 3 minutes, and 28 seconds for him. He is 6 minutes and 12 seconds back. Not a lot, but similar to what Luciano Benavides has to make up. Preston Campbell is probably looking at making about 1 minute and 5 seconds for every 10 miles raced for this stage coming up. That is going to be difficult, but at the same time, for Preston, this is going to be a fast stage. This is going to be terrain that he's probably more familiar in pushing the bike. He did really well early on. This is a repeat of that stage. They even talk about in the briefing that there are going to be some overlaps and they might run across tracks from stage number 1. So it should be interesting to see. On stage number 1, let's go back to that one really quick. I'm just curious. It was the lap around Yanbu. They did it they had a 3 hour, about a 3 hour stage time. Preston Campbell finishing 7th in the stage, finishing 10 minutes out of the lead. But again, that was on the first stage. This is the last stage. A lot more experience going on now. Nevertheless, it's awesome to see Preston Campbell in that number 2 spot. Then you've got Martin Ventura in that number 3 spot, 1 hour, 39 minutes back. So way away. So not really expecting to see anything happen there. And then from there, let's take a look around. Let's see what else we've got close battle-wise. This year, it's between the tire game, the roughness of the course, the tricky navigation. The gaps seem to be much bigger than they normally are. So we'll see if anything changes for that. I don't think so. Let's take a look at the ultimate class really quick. Matthias Ekstrom in the number 3 spot in the vehicles. And that's the battle to watch. I knew there was something there. Matthias Ekstrom in the 3rd spot in the vehicles, 23 minutes and 21 seconds back. And then you have Sebastian Loeb in fourth overall going into the stage. And he's going to be 23 minutes and 50 seconds back. So you're talking about a difference of 29 seconds between them. So the third place in the ultimate category is still up for grabs. It has not been resolved yet, but it looks like up at the front, Nasser Al-Attiyah and then Nani Roma 16 minutes apart. There's not, I don't foresee that changing at all. Let's look at the SSV category, make sure we're still on point there. 54 hours, 14 minutes, and 13 seconds for Brock Hager and Max Eddy, Kyle Cheney, and Jacob Argubright. 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 46 seconds back. And then Xavier de Sautrey in the number 3 spot, 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 25 seconds back. So not really seeing, unless there's a DNF involved in this, I'm not really seeing any change in the running order in the SSV category or in the stock category. Stock category, Bakuska, 57 hours, 13 minutes, and 54 seconds. And Sarah Price going to be 3 hours, 56 minutes, and 59 seconds back, followed by Basso in the number 3 spot, 8 hours, 29 minutes, and 53 seconds back. So I think there's 2 battles, 3 battles, both in the Rally GP. Up front, can't count those guys out. There's a lot that can happen in there. Between Brabec and Benavides for the podium, top spot on the podium in the Rally GP category and the overall. And then in the Rally 2 category, Tony Mullick, Preston Campbell, 6 minutes between them, 100 kilometers to figure it out. And then, of course, in the in the ultimate category, having that battle for third and fourth between Sebastian Loeb and Matthias Ekstrom, only being separated by just a touch under 30 seconds. So those are the battles to watch as we head into stage 13 of the Dakar Rally. Getting ready to get started. It does start at 10:30 p.m. on the West Coast. That'll be the launch for the first ones. We're going to do a live, if you guys are watching this, we're going to be doing a live show, just kind of hanging out, watching it. So if you guys want to come back for that, but then also the Dakar Rally does have their podium thing, but you can switch back and forth because, I don't know. We'll find out. All right. Anyway, with that being said, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. We're going to see you here in just a few minutes. But those are the battles to watch going into stage 13 of the 2026 Dakar Rally.